Hey everybody, it is Monday, October the 6th, 2014, I think. I know it's Monday, but I'm not sure about, but I think it's the 6th. Yeah, me and hubby had doctor's appointments out of town. I've had my doctor's appointment and I stayed in the truck and he's going to his doctor's appointment. I didn't really feel like it. My back and knees are really bothering me, so I just sat in the truck. um, my doctor was with the rheumatologist. Basically, he came in, he examined me, and he kept me on the Plaquenil, I think it's how you pronounce it. He says sometimes it takes 6 months for you really can see a difference. I've only been on it like 2.5 months. So he said to keep with that and to keep taking my vitamin D, which I've already quit taking the vitamin D that you get at Walmart because it's like in a oil-based gel, I think, and I have to have the dry form for after my surgery. So I've already started taking that, and it's 50,000 IUs, and I'm taking it 3 times a week right now until I get my blood work back. So yeah, that was pretty much it for my doctor's appointment. His doctor's appointment is with his kidney doctor. They're going over what type of kidney stones that he has, because he recently was in the hospital twice where they put a stent in him to get to go in to pull out the kidney stones, well, crush them, but the first time they done it, it was unsuccessful. And then 2 weeks later they tried again. Well, they got one of them crushed, and after they took the stent out, he passed them. So, and then 2 weeks later, they took this, like I said, took a stent out and he started passing them. And, so we're back here. Hopefully they'll tell him whether he's got uric acid or calcium. If he's got uric acid, I think is the kind they can give him medicine to help dissolve them. If not, then if they can't crush him again, then he will have to go back in the hospital, and they'll have to do the same procedure over again. And it's not a pretty picture because he suffers a lot with kidney stones, and I don't want to have to see him suffer through that again because, yeah. But anyway, the purpose for this video was to tell you my weigh-in yesterday that I didn't get to do. Last week I was 426. This Sunday when I weighed in, I was 425. So I lost a pound. Yes, and a pound is a pound, which is better than nothing. So I was happy that I lost because I've been struggling with eating. I reckon you guys wonder what I'm looking at. I'm sitting here. I told them to park me in the shade because it's hot out here today. It was nice yesterday and chilly, and now today it wants to be hot. But I'm looking at all the traffic and the pretty buildings and everything. I would switch you around, but nah, I ain't gonna do that. But yeah, so, and I was gonna do a liquid diet on my own this week, and yesterday I started out good. I did like 4 protein shakes and broth for dinner. And I still with all of that, only had like 500, not even 600 calories. And it was like 7 o'clock at night. And I'm like, God. And I needed something to chew. So I broke down and I had some tuna fish salad and stuff. I mean, I'm trying to, get used to things because I'm probably going to be on a 2-week liquid diet before my surgery, and then after surgery it's going to be like that. But my stomach will be telling me when to stop. I'll know when to stop because it'll tell me when it's full, and I'll know when to stop. But anybody that does liquid diets that hasn't had any type of surgery to give them that restriction, I don't know how you do it, because it was like I got in all my water, and then I had 4 protein drinks, and then I had, the containers, the box containers, excuse me, of the broth, which is like 4 cups. I had the whole container, and it wasn't but 60 calories. And I had the low sodium, and it was the Mexican kind. So it had a little heat to it, spicy heat. And it was like, and I was peeing and peeing and peeing and peeing and peeing. And I said, if I keep drinking, I'll be up all night peeing. So what am I supposed to do? And I wasn't even close to calories. I mean, 560 calories is not enough in a day. I mean, that would probably shock my body big time. I mean, I might lose, but that's not good for you. So I might just do like I used to do, just do my shakes, my protein shakes for morning and lunch, and then at dinner time just have a lean meat and veggies until I go see the surgeon on the 20th, and then he will tell me what he wants me to do for my liquid diet, because it's just a lot that you'll be intaking on a liquid diet. Or maybe I'm not drinking the right things. Maybe I'm supposed to drink a 350 calorie protein drink at lunch and a 350 calorie to because I think what I was drinking wasn't but 140 calories. And they were the new Dannon Light and Fit protein drinks. They had 12 grams of protein and 140 calories, so maybe that wasn't the best option. But I do have my Premier protein and chocolate in the fridge, and I have my Body Fortress powder. So I did have other options. So maybe tomorrow I'll try again and see how it works. But today, we're on the road and I'm drinking my water, and, well, let's just say I didn't have my protein. I had protein, but it was chicken. So, but anyway. But I've had people trying to talk me out of having this surgery, and it's not going to happen, people. I've made up my mind, and I'm going to have the surgery. And that's all it is to it. So we're almost at 10 minutes, and all I did is really ramble. I think I got bored sitting here, and I really have to go tinkle. And I don't have my walker. I only have my wheelchair. So it's kind of hard for me to go inside the doctor's office, because we're parked kind of out of the way, because I wanted him to park in the shade because it was so hot. But then they have people, this parking lot. I was sitting here probably 2 months ago when we came up here, and last month. They walk up, these people. I mean, I guess I don't know if they're homeless or what, but you really don't know, but they kind of look homeless. or need money or something, but you really don't know if that's the case, and they knock on your window, and you really don't know. I mean, they could be carrying a gun or a knife, and they knocked on my window, and the woman said, "Do I know you? Do I know you? Were you here yesterday? Do you work here?" And I was like, "No." And she didn't ask me for anything, but she scared the crap out of me. So, I'm constantly looking around and that's why I wanted him to park over here close to the trees where you can see if it's anybody in the bush. And then there's nobody next to me. I'm wide open right over here. So if you see, there's nobody parked next to me or close to me, if you could see that. But anyway, I'm gonna close for now, guys. And here comes some dude. Can you see him skating on his skateboard? See, there comes somebody walking around the building right there. I think that's the same lady. Can you see? I don't know if you can see her or not. I'm not sure. No, I think she's got a tag on. But they come from around these buildings. There's so many buildings. Let me look behind me. I mean, you really don't know who to trust these days. And I'm sitting here with both doors locked, and his window's cracked just to let a breeze in. And it's just... And there's more people walking from around the building just out of nowhere. Yeah, but she tapped on my window. And then the next month we were here, it was a man parked like 2 cars down from us. Me and my daughter were here then, waiting on my husband. And she walked up from behind him, so he never saw her coming. And she was begging for money, and I seen him take the money out and give it to her. And then before he took his hands off, he shook his head and took the money back. And I don't know if he gave her like a big bill and then decided not to and gave her a smaller bill. Well, then she left, and then another guy came, and he walked to the man too, but the man rolled up his window before he got there. So I don't know what they were trying to pull. But some people these days, you just can't. You just don't know who to trust out like this. And we're out of town, you know what I mean? This is like 45, 50 minutes from my home. It's a whole different community, so I call this out of town. But anyway, I'm 13 minutes and I've rambled enough. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you again. Bye.